King Bhima is very much happy to see his grandchildren, and after this, the charioteer, he wanders for a while in the city of Kundina, and after which he enters the city of Ayodhya, where he becomes charioteer to King Rituparna. Let's keep this in mind. So now Varshnaya is in the city of Ayodhya under King Rituparna as his charioteer. And Nala still continues to play, and he's losing everything to Pushkara. And now that Nala has lost everything and his charioteer, chariot, horses and children are gone, Pushkara asks Nala, now what else do you have to stake? Damayanti alone is left. Maybe do you think it's okay you can stake her? On hearing this, Nala is, although under the influence of Kali, he gets very angry. He looks at Pushkara and then he just gets up. He takes out all his garments, ornaments, and he's just left with one piece of garment covering his bottom, and pretty much unclothed he walks away from the kingdom. And Damayanti also follows him, also attired in a single garment. Also, specific conditions of Pushkara, none of the citizens of Nishada come to help Nala and Damayanti because of Pushkara's words. He has ordered that if anyone who tries to make contact or help them, they will be punished or they will be put to death. So no one gives them the respect they deserve. Nala and Damayanti, they spend 3 nights outside the city and they haven't eaten anything. They only have some water to drink. After several days, they both are tired, hungry, depressed. During this time, Nala comes across a group of golden birds. Nala thinks that these birds may serve both as food and wealth for him. So when he's just about to catch the bird takes off his last single piece of garment covering him and flies up into the sky and laughs at him, looking miserable, naked, and it says that they are actually the dice and they just came to take the last piece of garment on the orders of Pushkara. At this point, Nala is extremely miserable, hungry, and he's robbed of his dignity. He's lost everything, and now he is telling Damayanti maybe she should go back to Vidarbha, that is her father's place, and he shows her the path that will lead her to her father's kingdom. On hearing this, Damayanti is very upset and says to him, how do you think I can leave you in this state and go away from you? I will stay with you no matter what. Why do you think of abandoning me? She says then, let us both go to Vidarbha to my father's place and he will show you the respect and we can live happily at my house. At this suggestion, Nala refuses, saying although he knows he will be treated very well at her father's place, he does not wish to go there during these difficult situations. Nala comforts Damayanti and they continue to walk into the forest. They both are tired, hungry, thirsty, and then they come across a public dwelling place, a sabha, and now that they are tired and exhausted, they're naked, they're filthy, they both rest down. Damayanti, she's young and she's worn out, and as soon as she hits the ground, she sleeps. Nala, on the other hand, he's unable to sleep. He's troubled with all the shortcomings they had to undergo, and during this time, he begins contemplating on leaving Damayanti and walking away. He thinks that if he leaves her there, she will go back to her parents' place where she will be safe. But now, Nala is naked and he's also thinking if he could take a little bit from the piece of garment from Damayanti to cover himself. He decides to tear a small piece of cloth from her garment carefully and without disturbing her while she slept. After that, he covers himself and he decides to walk away while she's sleeping. At first, he goes and then he comes back to Damayanti and he sees her sleeping so peacefully. He's torn between leaving her alone or staying with her, and so he makes several attempts to leave or stay. But however, since he's under the influence of Kali, he finally leaves her alone in the forest, thinking that's the best outcome for her and that she doesn't need to suffer with him. He's very certain that once she wakes up, she will go to her parents' place when she's not able to find him.